Hello everyone, welcome to Gate Academy. In today's topper talk, we have got Ujjwal Singh in front of us. The person had started his journey probably from 2019 or 2018 onwards. First time he has appeared in Gate 2020, and then from the Gate 2020 to 2022, he has taken so much time, but still he has been completely perseverant. He has been completely consistent, and he had scored 360 ranks this year in year of 2022 from the electrical engineering. So from my side, from the complete Gate Academy side, definitely the Ujjwal Singh, it's been a heartily congratulations from our side, and we welcome you in our today's topper talk.
Thank you very much, sir.
So probably in this small span of session, we are going to ask few of the questions. Probably those questions are being more relevant because the student who had been just started preparing for the gate, or the student who had already been preparing for the gate, they used to have a little doubts, and probably the Ujjwal has been a correct person who is going to at least guide you in those critical points. Ujjwal, the first point I would like to ask from you, probably your first attempt was on year of 2020, and
Yes,
you
sir.
had secured 360 rank in gate year of 2022.
Yes,
It
sir.
had been a long journey. Probably within this span of time, so many times you must have got demotivated, you must have tried to give up, but how did you manage this span of time? Definitely this point or this suggestion is going to help many of the students. Yes, Ujjwal, please.
Sir, actually, when I was preparing for the gate for the first time in the year 2020, my rank was around 6,000. I made many mistakes during my appearing in the gate exam, and I noted most of the mistakes where I was doing mistake. I was not able to give test series, many test series, and I was not able to analyze it properly. And in the second attempt, I corrected many of my mistakes. But in my second attempt, what happened that when I started the paper, actually aptitude was not that much tough. But
Okay.
I don't know what happened that I was not able to solve the aptitude question. And from starting only, I felt nervous, but I maintained and I keep solving question. But losing momentum at the starting kicked me out of the game.
Okay.
At that point of time, I realized that I have the potential, but I don't know means what happened in my second attempt. I was not able to solve aptitude question, and when I was giving test series in my home, my number was coming in aptitude around 10 to 12 number out of 15. But in gate exam, I was not able to solve a question, and my momentum braked at the starting point only. And after then gate 2021, many PSU has come with their own separate exam. I appeared on them and many different exam, and my number was coming near about cutoff. Means I was behind 3 to 4 number of cutoff, and that also due to my GK part, because in technical part I was able to convert, means out of 80 numbers able to convert near about 70-72. But in aptitude reasoning was also my good, but in English and GK part I was lacking, and that's why, and that's the reason that I was not able to clear the cutoff of means PSUs, separate PSUs exam, because due to general knowledge.
Ujjwal, the next question I would like to ask, as you had been mentioned over here, that the aptitude part was actually when you started with the aptitude, probably you were good in aptitude, you were scoring good marks in test series as well.
Yes,
but when you started with the aptitude side, and starting few questions were tougher and you were not able to manage those questions, and your momentum had been fallen down. So what would be your suggestion? Because you must have seen the questions are being bit shuffled. Like the one person might be seeing that question as a question number 1, the second screen that question might be coming in question number 2. So sometime it happens, the student starts looking into the question, and starting 4 to 5 questions become very difficult, or has become a very difficult, and the remaining questions are been bit easy. But how the person will manage his mentality, how he'll keep his mind cool down, because probably in 2021 you could not manage that scenario, and probably that is why you could not score much marks in 2021. So what would be your remedy which the rest of the student must follow if they had stuck into the same situation, please?
Sir, in my opinion, sir, when I was not able to convert my 2021 GATE score, at that time it wasn't that I was not knowing the concept, I was not practicing the question. The main important
No,
thing
no, no,
that
no, no, no. I'll rephrase the question once again. What I am saying, if the student had been appearing in GATE examination and the same
yes, sir.
situation has appeared, like the starting 4 to 5 number of questions, he is not able to crack that question. So how he has to maintain his composure, as you have
Sir,
lost it in 2021? Yeah, please.
sir, the main thing is you have to control your nervousness.
Okay,
You have
okay,
to
okay,
control your
okay,
nervousness, and that will be possible only when you will give lots of test series. Lots of test series you will give, and you have to be self-confident. Have self-confidence on yourself.
okay,
Then only you
okay.
can proceed. I was not
Okay,
having
okay, okay.
confidence on me,
Mhm.
and that's why I lagged there.
So probably, as you're saying, if you have been appearing in the lots of test series, even the same situation must have come in a test series also. So you will be
Yes, sir.
pre-acquainted. This
Yes, sir.
situation has already been come in my test series number so and so. There also
Yes,
I
sir.
was not able to appear in starting 4 to 5 number of questions, but still I managed my composure and I completed the complete maybe question paper within a 3 hours, and I gave my best. Is it, as
Yes,
you're saying?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing I would like to ask. So you are from BIT Durg, na?
Yes, sir.
In which year you had been passed out?
2020, sir.
2020. So probably you had taken complete offline classes, or somewhere in between, because of corona your class has been shifted from offline to online?
No, sir. I have taken complete offline classes from Gate Academy, Bilai.
Okay, okay, okay. So what was your experience with us? That is what I wanted to ask from you. Probably
Sir,
Dandi sir must have taught you control system, analog,
network.
and similarly rest of the teachers. Please.
Yes, sir. Sir, means no doubt, sir. No doubt. There's nothing to say. Sir, I have taught from Gate Academy only, and I totally believed because nowadays there are a lot of contents in YouTube for free,
Correct,
and
correct.
everyone watched also, whether he has taken coaching or not.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone observed what they are teaching, what the level of question they are giving for practicing. But surely, sir, there's no doubt that I totally practiced Gate Academy question booklets. I totally
Okay,
focused on Gate Academy notes. I have
okay,
I don't have taken any other coaching notes or any other else.
okay. So I would like to ask the next question. Like the student who are been there from Bhilai, maybe Sankracharya, maybe Rungta, maybe BIT. So will you suggest them to read or study from us with the online mode or offline mode? What would be your recommendation?
Sir, I have taken, sir, offline mode. So, sir, I will prefer offline mode only because I really don't know the means there are also benefit in online mode, but in offline mode, sir, there is direct interaction, and
Yes,
you see the competition around you, sir.
definitely,
There's a lot of
definitely. Correct,
you see the competition around. You see that some people are means the level of hard
definitely.
working they are doing, and some people also enjoying. You see all kind of students, all kind of your
Correct, correct,
competitors,
correct,
sir.
correct, correct, correct. Probably in online, you are not knowing what had been the status of the rest of the people who had been competing with you. Probably in
Yes, sir.
offline, sometime you get frustrated. You had been trying to put KVL, and the next to you, the person had got the answer. So
Yes,
probably
sir.
that part motivates you as well as demotivates you. But that's been the force which you makes you to move forward. Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. The next question, may I know what would be your suggestion? What must be the sequence of the preparation for a specifically subject? Which subject the electrical person must start with, and what should be their flow of subject, according to you?
Sir, I started my GATE preparation when I was in fifth semester.
Okay.
Uh, and at starting, Dhande sir taught us some in the morning. And
Okay.
in evening session, Sakshi madam was teaching us synchronous machine.
Synchronous machine.
So
Okay.
so from my point of view, at starting you should take one non-core subject and one core subject, because
Okay.
I
That
started
means,
in
okay.
round
I'll
only.
interrupt a bit. As you're saying, a non-core subject and core subject, it could be anything like power system, power electronics, machines, or measurement. And apart from
Sir.
that, non-core subject, it could be network, control, mathematics, anything, as you're saying. Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing I would like to ask, like from 2020, what are the different mistakes you have committed till 2020 and how did you improve it? So that from your sequence or from your learnings, the rest of the students would also learn. So what was your
Sir,
exact mistake in 2020 and how did you conquer that over the period of time?
sir, during my 2020 preparation, there are 2 to 3 important mistakes that I have done. First mistake is that I was not able to analyze the test series properly. One major
Okay.
mistake, sir.
Uh,
And one major mistake that I was not able to analyze my test series properly. Second, I was not in the exact way how to revise the subject, sir, because the electrical subject has.
okay, I'll interrupt a bit. But how did you improve that revision part in second and third attempt?
Sir, I marked the important points, sir, in my
Okay.
notes, that this
Okay.
formula, and sir, most important thing that this formula is derived by this sequence of steps, sir. Because sir,
Oh,
in
that's great.
gate,
That's great. Yes.
sir, because in gate, sir, we know that formula based question doesn't come, sir. It comes
No,
sometimes and
definitely.
maximum time it doesn't come. And in case of power system, sir, there are lots of formula which you have to derive sequence of 2 to 3 steps. And
Yes.
at the first time when I was appearing for the first time, I was not able to properly. And second and third time I analyzed it properly. I improved my analyzing of giving means test series in home. These are the mistakes that I was doing at the starting time.
Okay. The next question I would like to ask from you. See, when you might have be appearing in test series, definitely there would be several times you may not be getting good marks or the expected marks. How did you
Yes, sir.
manage that period of time and how did you improve that part?
Sir, I was focusing, sir, that which question I was able to solve. And sir, I was also focusing that in means in core domain, means machine, power system, power electronics, in which question I was spending how much of time. And I was comparing it with average time also. And
Okay.
that
I'll interrupt. That means you are also comparing with the average time, how much time you have taken for that question, or on average, the rest of the people, how much time they have taken for this question. Is it?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's great, dear. That's great. That means such a intensive work and such a intensive fundamental you have done it. And he was comparing where exactly for that particular question he had been standing in front of the rest of the crowd. That's great, dear. That's great. Yes, please continue.
And sir, after that, I was observing that which question I was not able to solve, because sir, in test series, what happened that there are some questions that doesn't come in exam, and that
Correct.
we know that we have to leave that. Apart from leaving that, we have to focus that which question we were able to solve and which question we were not able to solve. And the question which we were not able to solve was the problem, whether we were knowing the concept or we have done some mistakes, and sir have to analyze that. And one more important thing that, sir, I was also noting down the questions that was not in my get notes. Means there are some concept
Okay.
that coming in last 1 to 2 years, that was not on my get notes, because there are some new concepts, sir. There are some new, because IT is giving some new concept every year, and so I was noting down all new concept that I was learning from my test series, sir.
Okay. So as you are saying, the things which I can conclude that if any of the question had contained a new concept which has not been gone through so far by you, so that question along with that concept has been noted down separately so that in future you can take the reference and you can do the proper revision. Is it?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Again, that's great. The next thing I would like to ask from you, like 12 number of subjects we have within the electrical engineering, Did you complete 12 number of subjects, or few subjects or few topics are being left out? Few subjects or few topics are being left out. So that's part I would like to know from you. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, yes, sir. A few topics are left, sir, because in power system, sir, power system protection is not coming in GATE exam.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, power system protection question has not been asked in GATE exam so far.
Okay.
Means,
Okay.
so sir, I left that portion. And sir, in power system generation question doesn't come so frequent in GATE exam, so I left that part also. I only focused on means in power system, sir, only I left two topics, means generation and uh, protection part, sir. And
Okay.
in
Okay.
analog electronics, sir, timer, oscillator, I left because the frequency of question in GATE exam was
Definitely, definitely.
very rare, sir.
Because
So
the
I left
weightage
that
of analog
part.
itself has been very small, and within the analog, the chances for coming for the 555 IC or timers are been very less. Definitely, agreed. Yeah.
So I left, sir. So I left that
Okay.
part.
Yeah. And the next question I would like to ask: in future, your intention is to go for the masters or MTech, or whether you had been looking for the PSUs? And if your selection has been PSU or MTech, what has been the reason behind this?
Sir, my main focus now, sir, is, sir, on interview of IGCR. And sir,
Okay.
after that, I should means I would like to go in PSU, sir.
So that is the reason I'm asking, you know, why the selection of the PSU has been your first priority.
Sir, because, sir, security point of view, sir.
Okay, but at this point, I would like to suggest you, if you have been doing masters from IIT and that too from VLSI side, because in
Yes,
electrical people also are hugely migrating towards VLSI. Probably you might be knowing it.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I
And once you
filled
did
also
the
form of
MTech from VLSI, so amount of package which is being offered, you cannot think. I can have so many names. The student who have had been studied under me, but the way they start their starting package somewhere 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 45 lakhs. So it's been unbeatable. But I would at least request you, apart from PSU, you should also have the MTech as a backup. You can't say,
yes,
sir,
sir.
in MTech, the job opportunities are been less. I don't know who guides, but I had been there in Roorkee and I had been in touch of my students, and I know if you go into the core branches like VLSI and all, and probably your score, you will be getting VLSI somewhere. Definitely, it would be a great chance, great chance. So don't neglect the master's pass as well.
No, sir. I have also filled, sir, IC Bangalore form of VLSI,
Yes.
sir. I have filled, sir.
No, 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 but only ISC.
No, sir. Means now at that time, IC Bangalore, sir. But I am also filling Bombay, Madras, Kanpur, Kharagpur, and Delhi, sir.
Yes, 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 yes. You should go for all 7 old IITs, including
Yes, sir.
ISC. You should go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
There is no doubt as
Sir.
such.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing I would like to ask, what about the IGCR? The written part is over,
Yes, sir. Return part is over, sir.
and at least at this point, I would try to suggest. Even I had worked in BRC. See, IGCR under IGCR comes under BRC. Once
Yes,
you
sir.
go through the interview process of BRC, you get recruited under the BRC in different division. IGCR that has been in Kalpakkam near to Chennai. Similarly, NFC that had been near to Hyderabad. So this has been BRC only. But I would request one thing: you go through your all of the technical, and also go through your specifically project part, because probably the questions are going to get start from the project side itself. And there I would at least suggest one thing: specifically in project, you don't have to tell big words, because if you tell something like artificial intelligence or neurology, definitely you'll be getting trapped there itself. So whatever the project you have, just try to simplify as much as possible you can, and don't bring that document with you while interview. You can keep it outside. If somebody asks, no,
Yes.
what was your project, so you can say, sir, my project file is been kept outside. If you are asking me to take that in, I will bring in. Definitely they'll tell, no issue, not required. You just tell me what has been your project, and probably there you will be saved a lot, because once they will fill it up, no, what would happen? The big jargons would be there. Probably you must have been copied from the internet. That
Yes,
happens,
yes,
no,
sir. Yes,
probably
sir.
in your case also this would be the case.
Yes,
So
sir.
what happens? They would read certain jargon words, and the interview will start from there itself. And probably if the interview starts from that point, no, definitely it won't be a plus point. Definitely it's going to be a very tedious negative point. So keep outside, whatever the project you have done it, just tell it in very simple word. Do not use the big words like a microcontroller and this and that, because you will get stuck at that point. Because in BRC, when I was interviewed, probably I could save that part. I did not tell the big word. Like in my case, my project was microcontroller based control recorder, but I did not say microcontroller based, because I was knowing few of the faculties are being expert in microcontroller, and if I say microcontroller, the complete questions are being coming from the microcontroller side, and I do not know anything about the microcontroller. But probably you will be able to overcome that situation, and you will do well in IGICR.
Thank you very much, sir.
And at the same time, I would also request, be in touch, because in IGCR, as I had worked for the span of 5 years, there are so many batchmates of mine. Definitely they will happily welcome you. Being a student of mine or being a student of GATE Academy, once I'll tell them my student is Ujjwal is been coming, definitely they are going to welcome you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Next, apart from this IGCR, which are the PSU you had been marking?
Sir, means I had given the exam of, sir, HPCL, and
what about the HPCL? How it was? Like, what was your performance you had been expecting?
Sir, HPCL's cutoff was, sir, 145, and I was getting 135 numbers, sir.
But Ujjwal, one thing I would like to suggest, almost you have reached to threshold, no? That part
Yes,
I can
sir.
understand.
Yes,
And
sir.
little bit push, you will go beyond the threshold. And see, only there are two categories of the student. The students who are below the threshold, they are being keep writing the examination, but they are not getting any positive news from any of the exam. But once you cross the threshold, no, you get it as a situation where one written is being cracked, the interview result of the second company is yet to come, you had got recruited in IIT, there would be several positive news, and probably you have reached to that point. So stick to your technicals, keep improving your technicals, and probably you have almost reached to the critical point of that threshold. And once you go beyond, definitely each and everything would be yours. Like IGICR call is already been there, as you are saying. In HPCL, probably 4 to 5 marks you had been missed out, is it?
Yes, sir.
Ujjwal, what's been actually your negative point, whether it's been the technical side or whether it's been the non-technical side, specifically if I take the reference of HPCL?
Sir, my non-technical side is, sir, mainly, sir, GK. Means, sir, GK,
Okay.
and in English, sir, vocab part, sir.
Vocab part. So
Vocab, antonyms,
how you
synonyms.
are been managing this part, and what suggestion you will be giving to your our audience, how they should be managing that part? Because if you had been thoroughly enjoying the journey of GATE, definitely over the period of time, the technical part would become your stronger part. But at the same time, the GK part, non-technical part, English grammar part would be your weaker side. But
Yes,
what
sir.
would be your suggestion? How to manage those part?
Sir, regarding GK, sir, I am using, sir, current magazine of current affairs, sir. Sir, I had also given, sir, I had also given exam of SCB. Sir, it is State Electricity Board of Chhattisgarh,
Uh-huh.
and sir, in that I am scoring, sir, 84 marks, sir, out of 100.
Okay. Great,
And
yeah, great.
and sir, in that part, sir, I scored, sir, 4 marks out of 10 in GK part, sir, and rest 80 marks out of 19 technical and in aptitude reasoning, sir.
Yeah, I think that means the part of your GK was too poor, no? Out of 10,
Yes,
4 is not a good marks, no?
yes, sir.
That's been
So
only
that was my
40%, and probably in technical you had been scoring or securing 80%, is it?
yes, sir. More than 80%, sir.
More than 80%. But I can feel one thing, that your journey of technical is almost over, and I feel in the complete journey the impact of technical is somewhere 80%. You have to just follow the rest of the 20%, and definitely within maybe 4 to 5 months I am going to listen a good news from you. I am very sure about it, because I have followed up so many students, and you have almost reached to that critical point. So probably IGICR you are going to get consumed, I don't know, but my inner feeling has been telling that. Your voice is not coming.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anything else which you would like to communicate to our student fraternity, your juniors, your batchmates in your complete journey? What was your technical learning? What was your life learning? From there, the rest of the students or the students fraternity would be able to learn something. Please.
Sir, one important thing is that, sir, you don't have to rush that you have to complete 100% of your syllabus, sir. You have to focus that part, sir, only on that portion of syllabus from where GATE exam is frequently asking question, and you have to cover only, sir, 70 to 80% syllabus wholeheartedly, sir.
Okay,
Means
okay.
when you are covering 70 to 80%, means you know most of things about that topic. And sir, second important thing is that you have to give test series, sir. You can't neglect it. You have to give test series. Means you only take 1 to 2 coaching test series and utilize it properly, sir. You don't have to take 4 to 5 coaching test series and giving one test of that particular, second test of that. No, that will not work. You have to give less test, but you have to analyze it properly, sir. And third important thing, that you have to keep self confidence on yourself, sir. My biggest problem was that I was feeling very nervous, sir. I was not able to convert my score because I was becoming very nervous during my when I was giving GATE exam. But giving so much of test series and the separate PSU exam, I, sir, then I know how to handle, yeah, how to handle my pressure, how to control my nervousness. That's the important thing, sir.
So you can learn what Ujjwal is trying to communicate. As he's saying, he has been dropped out for probably 2 years. Definitely, so many negative thoughts must have been coming to him. In year of 2021, he did not do well just because of one thing. A starting 4 to 5 number of questions which has been experienced by him probably was not his piece of cake, and he was good, comfortable in aptitude, and he did not manage it. But still, he's telling you had to keep your nerd control, then only you can expect a good marks or good score. So Ujjwal, so I would just request one thing. Probably you have got my number as well. So
Yes,
be
sir.
in touch. If you go
Yes, sir.
for the IGICR, just make a call to me. Probably
Yes,
if I would not be able to leave the phone, so you can drop a message. So definitely I will contact few of my batchmates, and definitely they can guide at least up to a certain marks. And
yes, sir.
probably it would be a great help for you. And
Surely,
this
sir.
could be also a scenario that few of my batchmate could also be taking your interview. That could also be the scenario, because Chandrakant and Ram Kishore, there are few number of my colleagues, they are been in electrical department. Probably they might also be taking your interview as well, because uh, they had been placed from 2007 onwards. So it's been almost 15 years now.
Yes, sir.
I was there in BRC from 2007 to 2012. So probably now they have got the seniority, and they may also be the part of your interview panel itself. So it would be great, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. So be in touch. It was a great communication with you, and probably it would be a great learning curve for our audience as well. They are going to learn so many things from you. So this is all about the today's Toppers Talk. So all the very best for your upcoming journey, and be in touch. Okay,
Thank
then.
you, sir. Thank
Ujjwal,
you.
bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.